everybody. It's Nick. It's day 3446. That we need that. Ah, happy Friday to you. Wait, what? Yeah. Yeah. That's all right. So long as I remain in my unemployment arc, it's a little bit muddy anyway. Okay. So we have, let's see, 1, 2. Come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things on the list so far. All from Low Res Jam, I believe. Which we are not necessarily beholden to. I'm pretty sure it's technically enough. So, yeah, we're having a little bit of a free day, I think. And just do whatever we want to do. Skipped out yesterday. Had a little day to myself. I was still productive though. I've made a stupid song. I'm considering a couple of different routes. So the more ambitious one is that I was talking about this like earlier this week, how when I made that last YouTube video, the very first part that's like the silly shit was the funnest part and the part I like the most, and the rest of it is kind of like it's good, it's fine, but it's not like amazing. It's kind of dry. It's very, informational, which is still good, but I think takes a lot more rigor than silly shit. So I was thinking, in lieu of that, and to get something out the door right before the jam starts, making a thing that's much shorter. And so I made, and then I came up with like a dumb song in my kitchen. Where did I put that? Here. Would you guys like to hear this stupid song I made? Let's make sure everything is set correctly. Actually, it might be better to do it the other way around. So this is what I did yesterday. Oh, it's pretty quiet. Hold on. Oh, I guess it's not that quiet for you. Don't overscope. You're thinking about fucking with that scope creep. Don't. You wanna make a big game, I know you won't. You're better off with minimum viable product than add another sift down the road. Don't overscope. You're thinking about fucking with that scope creep. Don't. You wanna make a big game, I know you won't. You're better off with minimum viable product than add another sift down the road. And I could have that be the whole thing, but if I was getting really ambitious about it, I could take the entire Game Jam theme, and so I've just made one for Don't Overscope, and I was thinking about like this one. It's like like a piano ballad that's like blang, and when you put the controls, put them everywhere. And then do like a now that's what I call Game Jam Tips Volume 1, featuring such songs as, and then fade in and out each of these individual tips as like a stupid little jingle. But I might be getting over ambitious. At the very least, I have the Don't Overscope one, so we can toss that up. I'm working on some, I guess, choreography for the video to accompany the song. Anyway, yeah, let's just do whatever we want to do today. Let's check it. Let's take a look at the feed. How do you mean markers? Like if I was going to do an actual informational video and like between each tip you toss in the song. Like a bumper, and then you spend some time speaking sincerely and disambiguating the concept. Okay. Looks like there's not a ton of new projects out from people we know. Is this like more of a toy than what is this? Looks like it is kind of a game. Bump, dum. Thinking about fucking with that scope creep. Don't wanna make a big game, but I know you won't. God, epilepsy warning. Did it. We've achieved full pink. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's just like a toy, I think. Someone said something in the comments about cracking the code. I don't have the first fucking clue what I'm looking at, honestly. Yeah, epilepsy toy. Yeah, actually. Okay. Hmm. I'd be curious to see a write-up from Neomancer on how exactly this works. Yeah, I don't know. They say I managed to crack the code, and they're like, congrats on cracking the code, which makes me think that there is a code. But as best as I can tell, it's just... Well, it does seem like there's a top and bottom end, kind of. Like sometimes it, like right there, that's me pressing A, so left effectively until it hits like there's nothing more to be done, and you can definitely like, this is the Y axis on the mouse. This is the x-axis on the mouse. That was me just scrolling right, or holding right, holding down, holding up. Like, it appears to operate on some spectrums, finite spectrums, but what those are, I couldn't really tell you. Pretty cool, though. Oh, I liked that one. Left and right click. All right, cool. Roguelike pinball. I am happy to see more pinball games whenever I do. I feel like it's a great genre. Just overall, that it's kind of fallen by the wayside. Like, it's one of the things that, like, I always like it when games are like coming back in to meet a need for something that is like long lost. You know, you look at something like Stardew Valley. It kind of like reinvigorated the farming Harvest Moon sort of genre, and then you had a gajillion imitators, and it's like, well, we don't need 25 more farming games. We already have Stardew Valley. Like, Stardew Valley is exciting because there was not a Harvest Moon for 10 years or whatever, and certainly not one this well done. But now you're like just saturating the market, and it's like, maybe we should move on. And I just really think pinball is interesting mechanically for video games. It's hard to do, as I understand it. I looked it up when I was first having this sort of train of thought, and effectively it was like, if you want to make a good pinball game, you have to make a physics simulator, you know, because obviously that's a lot of what pinball is all about. And we got Yoku's Island Express. But that was more like it was like a 2D platformer exploration Metroidvania kind of thing that happened to include some pinball-ish elements. And then you have the pinball games that are like attempts to actually simulate pinball tables. You know, like they have like old classic, they're like Pinball Purist. But I think there really is space to make some more pinball games that are like a PC spin on the idea of pinball and doing things that regular pinball tables can't do, while still feeling like a satisfying, you know, physics pinball simulation. Destroy all red bumpers to progress to the next act. Got it. Oh. It's unfailable. Okay. Excuse me? There's no way that's... Another way to increase your damage is to purchase gilfs. That's a hell of a typo. Okay, we have $5. More damage. Damage multiplier. More mana. Or double all damage. Oh, I have a bunch of... I can buy them all? Oh, it doesn't matter. What? Down arrow. Oh, God. Oh, I managed to die anyway. Nudge! Ugh. Imagine getting a gutter ball in bumper pool. God. Come on, get up there. Trying to figure out where the sweet spot is to get up those ramps. Almost. Finally. There's a boss bumper. Protected by a wall of tentacles. Hit the tentacles and then destroy it. Well, that was fast. What's up, boats? Permanent ×8 multiplier. Ritual mission count reduced or infernal count reduced. I will take the... Oh, hey, Bad Cop. Bad Cop, would you believe that the vault that I had to do today, the recipe called for 6 name tags? Yeah, it took me like an entire day to get them. I think that's the same fucking... It's the same bumper we were hard stuck on the last table for quite some time. Hey, the store. Actually, I have 15. Flippers are inverted? Fuck that. Whoa! What happened? How did that happen? Oh shit, I'm getting hella mana. No! Yes, finally. Whoa. Oh, interesting. This, I guess, although we've yet to see a multi-ball. Double inversion. Well, that sucks. I don't like that graphic. Could be a lot subtler. No, fuck you. God. Literally every time so far, every table, it's been that exact bumper is the one that is the last to die. Oh no. Now's when the death begins. Multi-ball! Fuck. My God. Plus 15 damage multiplier. I don't understand. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Fuck. Oh, does he grow them back? Damn it. Come on, just do a little damage. A little damage, that's nice. Yeah, that's what we want. Yes! Oh, fantastic. Ah, well, hey, pretty good. There's a couple spots where, it gets, like, a little too crazy. I don't know, there's, I don't know if I love the, complete run with the cheater? Was I playing with the cheater? It's a great start. I think there's some graphical choices that I'm not in love with. Like the Inferno Ball being such a huge spiral of fire. I think you could probably just make the ball like orangey red red hot nickel ball kind of looking. It doesn't need like a ring of like this. The fire is like so much. There's so much fire. It's kind of crazy. And then also the laser in between the pinballs for some reason I found very disorienting. Curious to see where it goes though. Okay. We got who that we'll figure out. Oh, and that was not called Kaleidoscope. Whoops. More animated, reactive environment around the machine. What are we thinking? Like atmospherically, try and make it feel more like a pinball machine set up in like a pizza shop or an arcade or something. Yeah, I think that. I mean, I don't dislike that idea. Um, Definitely like this is a demo. We're gonna make more later, and also just the table feels very kiddie shoes. Like if you're someone who has seen a lot of pinball tables, then you know how wild they've gotten over the course of 50 years or whatever. Where you've got like the crazy like wire things where you hit it up the ramp and then it goes like and then spits out right next to your flipper, or even ones with like magnets and stuff where it like goes up, locks in, and then the magnet's like burp, burp, and drops it in another thing. But those could all easily just be this is a demo type issues, because this particular table that they've got us running on, where it's like a bumper and a ring of bumpers and then a ramp and a ramp, and like it's very symmetrical. What else do they have? Not really anything. One thing here, and then like I think maybe there was a prize deal here and a prize deal here, and then the little bumpers. But that was it. It feels very like Bally's first, like it feels like a 1960s purely electromechanical pinball machine, when the idea of pinball machines was like first coming up as a thing. Oh, we've got a meme, a cat meme. Yeah. They're not dead. Catch us in Can I Pet Your Cat Part 2 coming this summer. All right, I'll be right back. 60 minutes, except it's several days. Oh, they recommend recording a full video of your development time. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I guess I've never really seen one of those. Even with the quicker jams. I made a time lapse of the stream I did for what? Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. What? Why are you screaming? Come on. Come on. What? Oh, you just want to yell? You don't want a solution? All right. I did a time lapse for the game we made for Global Game Jam in was that 2024? Yeah, it was, because I just, yeah. Global Game Jam 2024 back in January. I made a time lapse of my whole stream, but you don't learn much. It's mostly I needed a video for, because they want a video while you present. And mine was a physical game, so you can't really show clips of gameplay. Work alone as an individual. The Stacko bot. I don't know what that is. Hmm. When I see this, I read it like that, whatever SoundCloud. It's like, do you wanna die?
Hey everyone, long time no see. I've come out of hibernation to let you know that it's that time of the year again. Our annual Community Game Jam will be happening in August, as per usual. I will be hosting the third edition of Do You Wanna Jam Game Jam from August 9th to August 18th. The 9-day format seemed to work last year, so we'll be keeping that consistent. I hope this will be plenty of time for people to submit their entries, as it gives you 2 entire weekends, perfect for those studying or working full.
As someone who makes these videos, I can tell you right now, she's trying to record this video and has her script on her second monitor. You can see her eyes darting over to it every now and then.
On the weekdays. If you're interested, definitely sign up below. Our Community Game Jam is open to people of all skill levels, all ages, team sizes, and we are beginner friendly. So don't be shy. I've done plenty of jams over the years, and I can confidently say that it's always a great opportunity to connect with new people and learn something new. We have so many welcoming, friendly, and talented people over on the Discord server, so definitely join if you'd like to find a team.
She's also, and I found myself very guilty of this. I don't think it's obvious. I hope it's not obvious, but she's kind of doing a like I don't know what to do with my body thing. And when I was recording that last Game Jam tips video, off camera, I was like expelling all of that energy, or as best as I could, into my right hand. Uh, just like slightly off screen, where I was like, "So you saw da 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 da." Oh, that's green, huh? Okay, if you say so. I was doing a lot of this while I was talking, like an Italian, but I was doing it off of camera, so I would hope it didn't look too much like it. Gotten away with it if it was behind camera. Maybe because so like my setup, the way that I was doing it was like here's my main screen and my camera sits right here. And so I would try my best to talk into the camera, and then I had the script as a text file right here. And I would scroll it up so that the like next couple lines I had to read were always as close to the camera as possible. But I think that it was still pretty clear if you're watching that like I had not memorized the script. I was reading it from the text. I think short of actually having a straight up fucking teleprompter, it's really hard to not do exactly what she's doing and what I was doing last time. There's a YouTube channel. I don't. Whoa. She have a Twitch too? Where's the thing for that? I mean, might as well. I mean, we should be conscripting this person for Down to Jam. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like we've got a distinct lack of female representation in Down to Jam. So there have been a couple of people that, I mean, obviously we've got a few like Rinks and I Heart Funny Boys, but uh, it was the reason I was trying to get like Hedgen in, because like I really just don't want it to feel like a boys' club. All right, yeah, well, everyone's got their own lives to lead. Can't get everybody, but maybe if we're persistent. Decent theme, patch it up. I'm not seeing any links to their Twitch. If y'all know what she's called on Twitch, feel free to link it in the thing. Yeah, Discord, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Maybe they don't stream a lot. Yeah, I could probably just get onto Twitch proper and search that, right? Bam, easy. Next stream in 5 days. Wait, so what is... In 5 days? Did we get a stream for the end of the jam? Moderate use of AI is acceptable, but we prefer games that do not use AI. That's interesting. That's kind of like, it's like you can use AI if you want, but like, why would you want? And we're all gonna kind of make fun of you for it. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess I just missed it. Heatley Bros music. All right, I don't know. I mean, I love chiptune as much as the next guy, but quite frankly, I think that we've kind of unless like 8-bit old Mega Man vibes are specifically what you're going for, I feel like we've kind of moved past chiptune as game music. Like chiptune is always game music, but game music doesn't need to be chiptune and hasn't for a very long time. I don't know that I would feel terribly good about putting chip music into a game that I made. Pixel art graphics plus metal music. Yeah, I could see that. But not like, we're not talking like mini bosses where they like take chiptune music and turn it into like something with like metal guitar and tone, right? I do get down with that stuff. I actually really love the mini bosses covers of like Castlevania, some of the old Castlevania music. Oh, this was for that jam. Okay, we could take a look. This was in my feed already. Scramble to keep your pirate ship afloat, patching holes, managing chaos, surviving whatever the sea throws your way. The gameplay didn't come together in time. Sounds more proof of concepty. Crop tops and neon. Where are we at on crop tops and neon? Crop tops seem like they're definitely back. If I don't know if they ever left, but I don't have enough fabric. I don't have gum. Did I patch it? Oh god, we're leaking! Alright, this is like wildly rudimentary. Oh, I didn't mention when you're talking about do you want a jam, making you think of Space Jam. We played a couple of weeks ago Liminal Space Jam, and we made it the whole weekend without making a single Space Jam joke, and I couldn't believe it. It was like Tuesday the week after, and I was like, oh my god, what have we done? I guess what haven't we done? You remember when Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny end up in the back rooms? Oh. I have a double jump. Ah! This better be bouncy. Do I have a double jump or not? I have like a mantle. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh, R fully brings you back to the main menu. Okay. It's very interesting to play a like fully 3D game except for your character is like a billboarded 2D sprite. It's an odd choice, not necessarily a bad one, but odd. I guess I must have like a mantle. I assume those are dust bunnies. Wait, they kind of look like they have like stitched button eyes. Maybe they are creatures like me. Dude, are you serious? What was that? I have like a super attack? Try one more time to not get stuck. Yeah, they are pretty good little animations. I'm about to die. Alright, I don't know. Oh, air heavy attacks let you poke on enemies and tomatoes. So I needed to butt slam on the pin cushions. Oh shit. I don't understand how they expect me to get... You know, there are a lot of there's a lot of animations here too. Strafe left, strafe right. This animation looks great. Oh. I don't understand how I got up here. Fuck. What's up, buddy? Why are you crying? Cowboy. Come here, bud. No? Okay. I'm pretty worried about this one. Hey, Gingy, how's it going? I've actually been thinking a lot about the conversation that we had on Tuesday about the cheater button and just like designer's intent. It was it kind of re-provoked a lot of thoughts I've had about that for the last couple months. Yeah, I don't know. I feel it's tough because I don't feel like I have a great amount of space to talk about design and what's right and wrong, because I mean, it's not like I've ever designed anything that like hit right, you know? You get that like, so it's like, oh, the people who developed fucking Mario or Hollow Knight or something are talking about design. It's like, we should listen to them because they've successfully designed, and I don't know that I've really successfully designed. Come on. But I've been thinking a lot about that whole, like, developer's intent thing. And I came up with an analogy that I'm not 100% sure is a fair analogy to make. But I thought to myself, like, what if in other spaces, this sort of sensibility carried over, like, at a restaurant, let's say. Oh boy. Okay, can I just... Oh, no, I can't. Oh, god damn it. That's just instant death. Cool. Alright, they got some work to do on this. But, like, as an example, in this analogy, what I was imagining is kind of the, like, designer's intent thing where, like, somebody makes you a hamburger, and then you're like, well, could I have it without tomatoes? And it's like, I don't want to allow players to not have the tomatoes because that is outside of my intended experience. And like, is that sensible? Is it a fair comparison to make at all? It's like, does that matter? How much does your intended experience really matter? I realize that as a designer in all forms, you have a sense of pride and of course an intended experience. But like, how important is that contrasted against meeting the needs of like people overall, you know? It's like, if they want to burn it and dunk it in ketchup, like, is that really my place to say like you're not allowed to do that? Although it's hardly a one-to-one analogy, because there are plenty of examples of things that like don't quite work the same in game design, like if you add a level skip into a game and there are instances where you're tutorializing something and they skip that, and then they're like, I'm having problems with this game. It's like, well, yeah, you skipped the part where I taught you how to do that. Or alternately, well, I had another bit for that, but it suddenly escapes me. Nature versus intention of art type question. Sure, yeah, I could see that. I think that the difficult part is that game design is not exactly the same. It's like, art, generally speaking, is so passive. You know, like, you look at a painting, you read a book, you listen to a song, like, it's all very like you're idle and the thing is going to keep going whether you understand it or not. Like you just look at the painting. There's no like interaction element. And then when you talk about game design, suddenly it's almost closer to like architecture or design of like consumer products. Is like you're not just trying to make it pleasant to look at and pleasant to listen to, but there's also that dynamic of human interaction where it's like, will they understand this? Like, if I build it this way, will it be intuitive for people to interact with? An X-ray machine, hand saw, tweezers, and bandages. We'll figure it out. Oh no. Oh crap. Wait, what did that say? Oh. Tweet, okay. Oh my god, I'm hand sawing out their heart? Jesus. Oh, there's something wrong with their brain. What theme was this for? The theme was Patch It Up. Interpretation and intention go through a filter that even if a door is meant to be a door, people use it as firewood, a sled, a raft, or think doors shouldn't exist. Sure. I mean, I don't think that's something that you can really avoid, and I'm not sure that it's something that you need to account for. I think that in all cases, design is not a question of a universal understanding. It's kind of more just a generalized understanding, like a broad thing that hits like most people's intuition. No. And it's kind of the more people you can catch, the better. You know, it's like a newspapers are at a 6th grade reading level kind of problem. Player behavior in the different types. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of different ways of like categorizing that sort of thing. You know, everything from like the Bethesda method of like assuming your player is like a drunk, or I'm sorry, not Bethesda. BioWare, I guess it would be the BioShock thing. That's like I assume our player is a drunk troublemaker who's trying to just like get out of bounds and be a shithead like the whole time. I've also seen a playtester's binary categorization that is like one group of people is the like drunk grandma who understands nothing and needs their hand held the whole way, and the other one is the like bug hunter, like I'm familiar with games and the ways to exploit them and try to find those cracks in the armor every opportunity that I have. And that the former is kind of better for very early playtesting, and the latter is better for like once you have very polished like mechanics and tutorialization. It's about sort of just like cinching up the cracks again in the setup. Okay. I don't think there's going to be more to this. This also does nothing. It's a fun start for a game. I like Trauma Center. I think... Oh, we never got a broken leg. Hey, there we go. In you go, Bone. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I like Trauma Center. That's a good series. Oh, the other G&G, the other thing I've seen is this is one of my favorite sort of like categorizational things for players in game design is the matrix. It's like this, the quadrants that are like oh god, I don't know if I can remember them off the top of my head. There's like environment based and player based, and then there's exploration based, or it might even be like passive and active, and mastery based. And so in explorational environment, you've got what they call the astronauts, and it's people who really enjoy like engaging with like the PvE, well, like the passive PvE type stuff, like Outer Wilds and like all the environmental storytelling and journals and stuff in like the Fallout games. And then environmental mastery is people who are into like like Factorio and really like they're like rules based people who are very excited to like understand a system and exploit it and like achieve like command of that sort of system. And then you've got explorational player or passive player, and these people are the type of people who are into like social stuff where they're playing like support classes in MMOs. Yeah, that might be what it's called. Um and want to like make a community. They like want to like, administrate guilds and stuff like that. And then active player, there's the PvP people who are playing like, you know, CS:GO and stuff like that and just want to like dominate other human beings. And that's where they get their like satisfaction from. I'm very much here. Like I like more than anything just exploring like a world. Yeah, and that like no one of these is wrong, but they do require very different elements to feel satisfying to those different sorts of player archetypes. What's this mean? So I'm just we're kind of talking about like different player behaviors and the way that you can speak to those in game design. Astro is for astronauts. I'm basically talking about I don't know where it comes from. It seems like Gingy might know too, the quadrants of player motivation, where you basically look at it as like a two-axis thing where there's environment-based stuff and player-based stuff, and then there's explorational or passive and mastery or assertive. So basically, explorational environment is people who are really into like exploring a world and seeing what there is to see, getting on a Minecraft server and trying to find the coolest new area to build, I guess. And then environment mastery is like rules based people, min maxers in like D&D, where it's like it's ostensibly a PvE thing, but they're really kind of trying to contend with that rules system and like break the shit out of the game. Like Balatro is probably a great example of a game that's designed for like active environmental people that want to really like dominate the space that's been set up by the designer. And then there's the player-based versions where it's like explorational is players is like support classes and like social deduction games and other like interpersonal type stuff where you're kind of just exploring the space, and it's like that discovery is a big motivator. And then player mastery is just PvP is the easiest way to say it. It's just straight up PvP. I want to compete and I want to fucking ruin other people's day. Okay, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. What meow? What? Yeah, I should go try and find the source of where I originally heard that. Honestly, really just kind of compiling some design stuff for myself, and others would be probably a productive use of my time. I wonder if I still have that in pursuit of better levels paper. Somebody had this. I had this document. It's like a 12 or 20-page document. It was called "In Pursuit of Better Levels." That I found years ago. That was pretty much just some guys kind of like college notes compiled into a Word document really nicely with like illustrating pictures and stuff. And it talked about a lot of different things. The main one, for some reason that I remember, is him showing off bits of Mirror's Edge and showing that, like, in a 3D platformer, if you've got like a platform over here and a platform over here, and here's your player. It was in first person, obviously, but something that can be useful is to create a element that gives the player a sense of scale. So, for example, in Mirror's Edge, I think it was, they've got like pipes that run different places, and they'll be segmented in such a way that the player can be like right here and sort of see how much space any one segment is, and then get like a better sense of how far away something is by giving that space that says like, okay, I can't exactly see if this is big and close or small and far away, but if I've got this extra element, it kind of illustrates to me intuitively how far this gap really is. And a whole bunch. Oh, and another one was purview and protection. So, like, two things that players really like when you're designing things is having a space where they can be like up and see like the level as a whole and understand that, like, here's a door, here's a door, here's some stairs coming down. And so, like, having your player enter here and then seeing through like a glass window what the overview of the level is before they actually travel down and have to navigate it helps them create a mental model that lets them more easily navigate this space. And then protection, which is, you know, pretty obvious, is just like it's a bunker. You know, you're like, I like being in a space where I can see what's going on and like there's stuff out here, but I'm very hidden, which is why like a watchtower would be such an attractive thing from a player perspective, is because you get simultaneously that purview and that protection. You can both see down into the space around you while also being like relatively protected. And so that's a very like attractive space for a player to try to enter. Hop your way up a hill in a co-op-inspired game to patch up your injured Tootsie. Space to move forward, A and D to rotate. This is the story of a bear named Barry. Barry was the greatest kung fu artist the world had ever known. He's kind of doing like an Eddie Gordo thing. That's a capoeira move, if I'm not mistaken. Barry trained all day and night, until one day, Barry's foot met destiny. No bother, Barry thought, hopping over to his good friend Dr. Bear. On holiday, back later, supplies left on hill. So Barry now had to begin his one-legged climb to patch himself up. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is that thing? Barry? Barry? Chill out. Oh, it's a checkpoint. Okay. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Get up, Barry. God. Why am I falling backwards so ferociously and immediately? I'm so hard locked on fucking forward right now. Nope. Are you joking? God damn it. Okay. Look, I would love to play this, but you guys are making it, like, kind of feel impossible. Can I not lean forward? I just immediately slam back, like, as hard as you can. Come on, I'm pressing forward. Yeah, there's something going on with this, like, it wants to do baby steps, but there's something weird about the way that it controls where, like, with the way I'm pressing the buttons, I would expect to slam forward, if anything. But, like, the terrain is informing the game so much more than... so much more than the buttons that I'm pressing that it feels basically impossible. Like, I don't know how you end up... Yeah. Nope. Download highly recommended. I wonder if that would matter. Whoa, 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 Barry, come on, Barry. Okay, okay. Download not just recommended, download literally necessary. Something's going on with the web build of this. Whoa. Nice. Barry, take it easy. Barry, take it easy. You're grotesque. Oh, God. Barry! God damn it. Come on, man. Okay. Can I rotate in the sky? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, pretty rough to control. Meow. What's up, buddy? Come on up. Meow, meow. Come on. Oh boy, that's got the computer just fucking humming. I'm so worried about my CPU temperature. I'm sitting at like 95°C right now. It's really not chill. I don't know what I guess is just unoptimized gameplay that's doing that. I never had things run so consistently hot until very recently. Which makes me think something broke or is just not working the way it's supposed to. Ow! No stabbing me. I don't care how much of a good time you're having. Yeah, those temperatures are concerning. I can hear my computer just... Oh my god, it's running so hot. It's just like gushing heat out the top. It's like I'm playing Baldur's Gate or something. Is that GPU temps too? No, the GPU looks okay. Okay, it seems to be sliding down with Barry Hotfoot. More like Barry Hotfoot. My computer's gonna break. WSD space to jump. Got it. Nope. No. Oh shit! Am I supposed to, like... Oh, okay. I win! I appreciate in this game the clearly homemade, like, actual physical guitar soundtrack loop that's going on here. Alright, we do like one or two more. I'm probably go make dinner. Haven't found anything striking today. Now I'm all worried about this CPU heat thing. Maybe the computer always did this, and I just didn't notice so much. But I feel like it's been a consistent issue for the last couple of days, or pretty much all this week since last week when I, like, fucked it up. I hope I don't have to, like, I don't even know how to start troubleshooting it. I guess as long as the computer doesn't get so hot that it starts running slow and or crashing, it's fine. But I would prefer if it just wasn't doing it at all. Is OBS giving any warnings? No, we're not. We're not getting the same encoding errors that we were getting the other day. But yeah, on Tuesday when we were streaming, after a while it did start dropping frames and FPS was getting lowered, and it was saying like encoding error, blah blah blah. But I mean, I'm not running anything that I wasn't running before. It's the same like 5 or 6 programs, plus some jam game. And by and large, that's never caused any issue. But then I ran that Vault Hunters last week that made my CPU so hot my computer shut down. And I fixed that issue. I can play Vault Hunters now pretty much perpetually, and it doesn't hit more than like 60 or 70 C. But I'm just playing these like jam games now, and I'm at like 90. It's like way too hot. I'm wondering if, I mean, cleaning the machine would probably be a good start, but I'm wondering if there's something going on with like my CPU cooler. Like I need to fix the thermal paste. Like maybe the thermal paste has like burned from getting super duper hot and is not being as conductive as it was before. Hold down left mouse button to attach a thread. Move over tears to sew them. What do you think, buddy? We make a pizza tonight? Pizza for dinner? Wow. I can't eat pizza, so no. You should have tuna. Well, you couldn't have the tuna anyway because it's lemon pepper tuna. I don't understand. Am I just supposed to... Oh, I'm just supposed to pass over them. Okay. Don't really have a lot to say about that one, honestly. It's like... it doesn't do much past being just like an odd movement game. I don't really see the point of the thread area. It kind of is like boils down... That was like so inconsequential that it boils down to pretty much just being like a funny version of Snake. Where things pop up and you gotta touch the things. Moths have chewed through the town. Now everyone's clothes are full of holes. Rent's due in 3 days. It's up to you to patch everyone up fast enough to make money. Match a patch to their vibe. Rent is $230? Fucking move me in here. What the hell? $230? Is that like a weekly rent? Even then, fucking sign me up. See a hint, match the patch to their vibe, drag it to the holes in their clothes. Okay. A sky coin. What the hell's this? Oh, well. Garden gold. Obviously this. The sky's little pup. Obviously the bat. Hot dog. Oh, sorry. Out of business. Come on, what? Did I need a perfect score? Wait, what? Okay. Brighten up my overalls. Sweeten me up. Spooky cover up. Ghosty. Cheesy goodness. Yeah, okay, that's about as straightforward as it gets. Wait, was that a it's fine? Need some style for my collar. No. Well, oh, come on. Beam back to your ship. Leafy goodness. Make me shine bright. Good enough. What? Keep me dry. Dead. It's $5 short. Are you serious? Good enough. What do you want? What did you... He wanted the pizza, not the cheese, when he asked for cheese. Nice. I only need 85. Why is the goal 230? Positive vibes. Secrets in the details. I'll have the opposite of last time. I don't understand how a fish is the opposite of a heart, but okay. Rare. Oh, unicorn. Damn it. Scales. Hey, I made it. It's true. Some of them do have, like, not so certain answers. You know, honestly, I think that this has... They're doing just like a match game, but I think if you expanded this out a bit more, it's not a bad concept, and it is cute as fuck. I think if you added like a stitching mini game that was on top of like how, like, whether or not you chose the right patch for them, also how good your stitching is or how much time the stitching took, could be an interesting thing. I think it's really cool that they did the like setup with like, here's some things, and then brought characters back, and then we're like, give me the usual. Like, that's a interesting idea that you never see, that I don't remember ever seeing in a like Papa's Pizzeria type game, is that characters will be recurring, and that building up that rapport that's like, I know you're in here all the time, is like a very real part of like working a retail job, and does very much build that rapport if they come in and you're like, flat white with extra foam, like, absolutely, I got you, man. I knew you were gonna be here today. I'm already all set. So like this version of it is like a very dressed down thing, and I'm not sure it's what they were aiming for at all. But like this whole setup, like, I think there's a game that is like a stickers game, like a sticker shop running game, and I think that has very similar energy to like a patch shop. I think that one could make a whole actual kind of full-fledged game. Very interested in this, and you know, it's got the like Kirby's Epic Yarn kind of Paper Mario like crafting system, like that aesthetic, that theming has a lot of interesting stuff going for it. Needles, threads, you know, buying patches, designing patches, all that kind of stuff. I think that you could make something really cool. I think this is a cool sort of like hyper minimal version of something like that, and makes me curious to see a game that does this but more and better, which I think is, kind of one of the better things you can walk away with from a game jam game. All right. I didn't add a single thing to the list today, but that's okay. We still have a very reasonable list, and we've still got tomorrow. I'm gonna go make a pizza and let my computer cool down because it seems like it's going to explode. So I should be back at usual time tomorrow, and we can hang out and try and make some music, or just kind of do whatever we want to do. We're looking pretty good for our setup. I've got a job interview tomorrow morning. Wish me luck, but not too much. But it seems like it'll be good. Oh, I got it. Okay. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Thanks for coming by.
That's the end of the show. All of us have got to go back on home. I hope you had a lot of fun. We'll catch you at the next one, or whenever we do.